Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We're starting out using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and then using the Pore Minimizing Primer just in the problem areas around my nose and on my top lip. Then I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and then I use mainly 110 and then just mix in a tiny little bit of 120 and then spread that all over my face and then blend it in using the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15 and just putting that in a triangle, upside down triangle under my eyes, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin, just to highlight my face. I'm also using it to prime my eyelids for eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix powder in NW20 just to set the concealer that I just applied. I usually like to do it like this just because it makes the baking go on a lot smoother and a lot nicer, and it gives it just a tiny little bit extra coverage. Then I use the RCMA No Color powder just to do a quick bake under my eyes, and then on my chin and on all the areas that I did the concealer. Then I use the MAC Studio Fix powder again just to dust off the bake. Now I'm using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit just to bronze up my face a little bit, bring back a bit more color in my face and just a bit more warmth. Then I'm going to use the MAC bronzing powder in matte bronze just to sculpt out the sides just to sculpt out my cheekbones a little bit more. Next, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus just to really take away the powderiness of the bake, and then I'm just pressing that in with a beauty sponge. I just quickly did my eyebrows off camera. Let me know if you want to see a video on that. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I just used burnt orange here. Next, I'm taking Real Gar, and I don't know if I said that right, and I'm just blending that in just a little bit below the transition shade. Now I'm taking an angled liner brush and using Cypress Umber and just kind of drawing out where I want my cut crease to go. I drew where I wanted it to be, and then I drew it out on the other eye as well, made sure that they're even, and then I'll cut the crease with concealer a little bit later. Now I'm taking a little brush and mixing Real Gar and Cypress Umber and just blending out that line that I made with Cypress Umber. Then you'll see I go back and forth between the liner brush and the little pencil brush, and I just blend it out and just make sure that everything's perfect and that I like it. Now I'm just using a clean fluffy brush just to blend that out and make sure everything's perfect. Here I'm just going back in with Cypress Umber on the liner brush and just darkening up the dark brown. Now I'm using a flat concealer brush and again using that MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. And it's a lot easier like this because now I can just trace underneath the Cypress Umber, so the dark brown, and I know exactly where I want the cut crease to go, and that you will be able to see it when I open my eyes. Now I'm using a Bobbi Brown fine liner brush and just really going in there and making sure that everything's perfect and that the line is really, really perfect and just how I like it. I'm blending that out with my finger, and then I'm going to set it with Tempera, which is the light bone color shade in the Modern Renaissance palette. Now I'm using my NYX matte liquid liner just to create a thin line, just a thin wing liner. I'm starting by lining my lash line, then bringing the wing out and then connecting the two. I try to make sure that I was running parallel to the cut crease, the eyeshadow, just so that you really get a really nice effect. Now I'm just working on my lower lash line. I used burnt orange and then cypress umber, and then I blended the two out with Real Gar. Get yourself a husband who brings you jelly beans. Then I'm using the Rimmel London Scandalize in Bad Girl just to line my lashes, my waterline. And then I'm using the Maybelline Sensational Mascara Primer. And then the Maybelline Lash Sensational Lash Multiplying Mascara, the pink bottle. I just applied some Ariel Demi Wispy falsies. A trick if you struggle with lashes, try and rest your elbow on a table when you're busy putting them on, and then remember to just push them up a little bit. Then I'm using the Carly Bible, the original eyeshadow palette, and using the first highlighter shade to highlight my nose, my cheekbones, a little bit on my chin. And then I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Stockholm on my lips. Next I used the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Pearlescent Pink on my cheeks and just finished off with spraying my Fix Plus just to help melt everything together. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week.